Good morning, everybody. What is going on? It's sunny in Chicago. It's beautiful. I'm not gonna pay attention to the phone, although I'm on this live, right? Gotta pay attention to the road. But I just decided that I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see what I'm doing this morning. What happens in a medium's life, at least this medium. And I am up and about. It is 8:59. I'm already up, headed to my first group. I will be doing 5 15-minute readings. And then, after that, I will be headed the opposite direction, an hour away from there, to do 9 20-minute readings. So I have a break in between, which is needed to eat, ground, and get myself together. So I got coffee. Hey guys, I remember in the beginning, Kevin, how are you? I miss you. How are you? How are things going? Hi, hope. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Chicago. It's Lillian, the Puerto Rican medium. Oh, such a goofball. I love it. I love the sunshine. It's got me feeling wonderful. I missed it, you know. I missed the sunshine. Winter is, you know.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto the I-355 north ramp to West Suburbs.
Hi, girl. How are you? So yeah, so I'm on my way to my first group. And got my Dunkin' Donuts. Got my bacon wake-up wrap with no cheese, no dairy. Super, super hungry.
Turn right onto the I-355 north ramp.
Yum. So, I wanted to answer any questions that you guys might have.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-355 north.
About me. So, basically, I'm a mother of 5. A wife. A daughter. A godmother. An aunt. A medium, a psychic, a teacher. And whatever I need to be, right? Whatever God wants me to be.
Continue on I-355 north for 5 miles.
Restrict us. They put us in a box. We should let them go. And we should just be exactly who we are. You eat before you're read. How about food before you read? Right? So, I mean, before, honestly, Kevin, I used to be like, oh, don't, try not to eat like 2 hours before, but then I started playing with that, and then I started eating something like an hour before, and I was okay. And I mean, it's not that you can't read, guys, but right, you have to process the food, and you want all your power during your reading. You don't want anything going on. But one of the things that I've started to do is to take magnesium. Because obviously magnesium is affected when we're in our power. And man, what a difference has that made for me. I don't feel that hungry after my groups, and I don't feel like a bit like as ungrounded. And it's not to say that it's a bad ungrounding. What I'm meaning is like coming down, right? From being in the power, coming down from that. It was a little bit, I think, for me, harder. I felt like I was still floating in the ethers a little bit afterwards for a longer period of time. So that has really been something that has helped me. Let's see, can you see anything? Alright, very good. So, yes, eat light. I eat light. So no cheese, no meats if you're a meat eater. Eat light, like you should eat because you don't want your magnesium really, really off. But eat light, nothing that is grounding. Fruits. I always have I have it in my purse now, the little Reese's with the peanut butter, and I'll have it in between. Let's say that I'm reading for 3 hours, I'll stop an hour and a half. I always tell the people to give me a break. And then I have like a Reese's, or sometimes I'll have Waka chips. The best. I love that the best. And I'll have that in between. You know, the physical body needs what it needs. Remember, guys, it's still being plugged in. So you want to make sure that you are, you know, balancing between the physical body as well as the spiritual body. So I'm very excited. I've been very blessed, very busy, a lot going on. I launched self-study courses. So for those of you guys that want to take a course but you just don't find the time to sit in an interactive class, you can go now onto my site. You can grab self-study courses and go at your pace. Also, I'm working on the mediumship certification course as a self-study. That's been very exciting for me. And I think another launch that I've been doing, guys, is because I think about all my students, and I have such a big platform with international students that want to take classes, but the time difference is really big, especially Australia. That's a really big time difference. Ireland I can work with. I have students there. Amsterdam, I have students there.
You have a mile. Keep left at the fork to stay on I-355 North.
Work with all of those really led to the launch of the self-study, so that they can you know, take advantage of my intensives that are recorded. And another thing that I'm launching, guys, is my in-person intensives are being offered online.
Keep left at the fork to stay on I-355 North.
Taking them already. It's been brilliant. It's been fun. It really has felt a lot like an in-person. Obviously, you don't have the interaction of the hugging and the visual, right, of having those students in front of you or your classmates, but you still are in that frequency for those 3 or 4 days, and it's brilliant. So that's something that I've been launching online. I definitely am trying to get other people to bring other mediums to do it online so that I can bring it to you guys. So be looking out for that. I'm excited. You know, it's wonderful to sit in other classes with other teachers if you're guided. That's such a great thing to do. You learn from every teacher because there's brilliance in everybody. So what is the brilliance in each person and each teacher, right? I do work in the Chicagoland area. I mean, I cover from downtown to the inner city to the south suburbs, north suburbs. So those are really the main areas that I've really covered. I go to Sandwich, Illinois every year, Indiana. I haven't covered Wisconsin yet, although I do have students over there. So I travel up to 2 hours. So if you're in the area and you want me to come out and do a group, you know, you can look on my site and kind of see what the arrangements are for that. I also do groups online. So if you have people that are all around the world, let's say you have family members in different states, you would be able to do a group online and have everybody on Zoom, which is an online platform, and everybody's talking as I'm doing the individual readings in a breakout room, one by one. It's brilliant, and you don't even have to leave your home. You don't have to drive anywhere. It's pretty cool, you know? So does coffee affect your reading? You know, Hope, it's the weirdest thing, and it's happened with other readers as well. At first I used to be like, oh, no caffeine, you know, because obviously the you know, it shifts, it alters your state, caffeine, right? Plus the sugar too. We're talking about magnesium. But now I can have a coffee, girl, and I can go right into the group, and it's fantastic. Like, I mean, I guess it depends for me where you're at. Before, in the beginning, there was no way, guys, that I would have ever been able to have a cup of coffee and do a group. I would have been so off with my frequency, and maybe perhaps that has to do with how I've grown and how I ground better now, or perhaps, right, I'm more knowledgeable with the understanding of how this all works, that I can have it, and it really doesn't affect me how it used to. So I would say possibly depends on where you're at with understanding how to ground and shield and know your physical and know your spiritual as well. Hi Charlie, what's up? Hi Maria, you feeling spirit? Woo woo, I miss you. I haven't seen you in forever, girl. In forever. So what's really cool, guys, is I got together with my students, and a lot of my students were going through a lot. Some of them lost loved ones. Some of us have been ill. Some of them were ill. So we got together and we rented a space. So tomorrow we're going to be in Wooddale in the space, everybody's bringing something. Some are offering Reiki, some are offering tea leaf readings. I'm offering chakra tuning fork treatment, mini mediumship reading, and it's all an exchange. So we're all coming together to have an exchange, and I'm so excited about that because a healer needs a healer. You know, we need our time too to be on the other side of this. So take time for you guys. Take time to understand yourselves, you know, and give yourself what you need, even as a healer, because we love to help people, and that's what we're here for. Oh my God, it's such an honor and a privilege each time we have the opportunity to do it, that we can do it all day long, 24/7. But then your body can only take so much of, you know, being neglected, obviously, right? So try to make sure you balance that, guys. Time management is important. For those of you guys that are not readers, you know, before you go to a reading, it's a good idea to ask the medium or the reader, you know, can you bring an item of your loved one? Also, you should jot down your questions. If you are doing a psychic reading, jot down your questions. And don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you're having a mediumship reading. If you expect someone to come in, say that to the reader. Say, you know, I really would like to intend to hear from my father. Of course, the medium cannot demand that soul come in. The souls on the other side have free will, so they would have to make the decision to come in, right? But your intention would help that, obviously. Now, so many factors can be played in that, because if the soul is somebody who was more of a quiet person, well, they would carry that personality still. The consciousness is what goes on with the personality, the memories, the emotions, right, of the loved one, even though they're not part of that physical body. So, that being said, you would understand how important it is, mediums, to bring the personality, because you can not have a name, or people always want names, so that's just something that I threw out there. But if you're bringing the personality and you're describing the person, the sitter's going to know who it is, and it's probably going to be more touching than even the name, believe it or not, you know. Have you in mind for the self-study course? So I already launched the self-study course, Kevin, and I launched them on Thinkific, so they're already up. And what I'm going to start doing starting Monday, I've been super busy, is launching series, which should be so exciting. So a series of a certain subject, and they're going to be very inexpensive, 30-minute videos for whatever, $15, $20, who knows. And I'm going to be doing series, like a series for beginners, a series for intermediate, and a series for advanced. So Spirit is definitely giving so much wonderful guidance, and I am all over it. I'm absorbing it, I'm taking it, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. So, and you know, I think the beautiful part of that is that they are expensive, number one, and number two, you can work at your own pace. So if you're somebody that's working, somebody's in a different time zone, boom, you're good to go. You can experience that workshop, you can experience that that course or intensive or seminar or whatever it is, right? Let's see. Maria, just talk to me, girl. Contact me. Good morning. Hi, Buffy. I love you. How are you? Kisses, kisses, kisses. You're one of the strongest women I know. Go, girl. From Chicago to Maryland. I will be in Maryland. For those of you guys that are in Maryland or near Maryland, I will be in Maryland in June. Come out and see me. Take the platform. Come out and take our platform workshop. Come out. After I come back, I will have Lindsay Marino in Chicago. So again, there's a limited amount of students for that 3-day intensive. It will be in Wooddale in Chicago. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll provide the link for you. Also, my next platform is May 17th here in Chicago with Mark Troy. As a matter of fact, I have the flyer just because I am on my way to a group and I'm bringing the flyers with me. So I'm excited. Team students, be paying attention. There's great things happening here. I want to bring people to your platform. I want to talk to many different brilliant mediums, see if they can do things online. Again, because I have such a widespread platform of people that live in international places or all around the world. So be paying attention to that and see what you're guided to, because it's very important that you do it because you feel you're guided to do it, not because I'm telling you to do it. You got to be guided to do it and feel that it's going to align with your purpose and what you're doing. So that's important. But yeah, me as a person, I would describe myself as hyper, can't sit down. Miss you too, Calvin. What's up? Calvin, come tomorrow. We're going to be in Wooddale. Come. I'm going to message you the link, so come. We're going to be doing exchanges. You're part of the crew. And we're going to have products too, like spiritual hygiene products. For being the chakra mist, aura mist is fantastic. Check it out. But I go fast a lot of times. So the people around me that know me, that love me, I can tell because they slow me down. I think I'm a very right brain thinker. I'm more in here than I am like looking at the logical parts of situations and things sometimes. So I have to remind myself to do that. And I've been through a lot in my life. Let me mention some things. See, sexual abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, abandonment. I have been through a house fire. I lost everything in a house fire. I lived the streets. I was, part of a gang when I was very young. They were my family. They were what I knew. The streets of Chicago, they were my family. Is what I knew because I was on my own since 14. So to me, they were my family, which was sad. In that process, I lost a lot of people through gun violence, drug addiction, and it's beautiful, especially when I go back to that area where I grew up to do readings. It's so emotional for me because the pain is real, the struggle is real in Chicago, in the inner city. I grew up in the Humboldt Park area, gun violence every single day. I grew up in an environment where I walked out of the house and people were selling drugs right in the corner. Gunshots were normal. It was normal to hear the fire department, the police sirens. All that was normal. So, when I got married, my husband, he lived in the suburbs. So I moved to the suburbs. It was so different for me. It was like, oh my God, I don't hear a fire truck. I don't hear, the police. It's so different, which is sad, but true. It's real for me. And I know that I was supposed to live that life because I'm compassionate. I don't judge nobody. You are who you are. You're going through what you're going through. Talk to me. I'm right here. I'm not going to judge you because you're addicted to drugs. I'm not going to judge you because you have addictions. I'm not going to judge you because whatever it is, who am I to judge? I've been in many different angles of life, positive, negative. So I know different positions. The people that I love have been through so many things, My mom was beat for 18 years. And so I saw it firsthand growing up, I love my mom. Mom, if you're out there, I love you. If you're locked down, you're an amazing woman, one of the best women that I know. My mother was somebody that was selfless. Our house was clean. We had respect, and it was all because of my mother, not my father. I love him. I'm not mad at him. But it is what it is, and I keep it real. At the end of the day, guys, no matter what you're going through, no matter, what is going on in your life, what are struggles that you have, don't let them become you. Don't let them define you. Be the beautiful that you came to be, for real. If I did it, you could do it. I'm just saying, if in any situation that I have in my life, I could have been shot, I could have been a drug addict, I could have been in jail, I could have been a whore, I could have took so many roads, but the goodness in my heart that was always helping people even when I couldn't help myself, it lifted me up. The grace, it gave me grace, and through the grace is how I am where I'm at today. I can't wait. Charlie's helping me with my book. I can't wait to get it out there. Just sitting down, I was telling the person that's helping me, like, oh my God, and I can't, like, sitting down and thinking of everything that I've been through is like, wow, God is greater than I even can imagine him to have been, to have given me the grace to get through everything and feel so happy, and I'm not bitter and I'm not angry. Don't get me wrong. I PMS just like any other woman, and I get moody. I get overwhelmed. I'm still a human being. Still having this human experience. It doesn't change that. You could be a healer. You could be somebody that helps other people. Doesn't mean you're superhuman. You're still human. You're still living this life the way that you need to live this life. A lot of people, when I started this journey, and now I can count on one hand how many people have stuck around my life that were in my life in the past, and that's because I used to give, because I love to give, and I didn't know this is the way that I needed to give, so I was giving all of me, money, my home to people, like everything. And so when that didn't serve a purpose anymore, the people around me lessened, and that's okay, because that was part of my journey, and I don't regret any part of my journey. I don't regret it. Have I had shame, fear? Yes, of course I've had shame of things that I've done and decisions that I've made in the past. I think we all have, and I think that it's a matter of looking at it, accepting it, and healing it, and continuing to move through it. Because again, nobody's perfect. If we were, then right, we would definitely have everything that we wanted in life. Although the mind is so very, very strong and very beautiful, and I understand now that it was, even though I didn't understand about the law of attraction, the love that I carried in my heart, and the grace and the love of always helping people, it really kept me in a place where there was always blessings for me in times that I didn't have diapers for my children, or milk for my children, or a place to live. I mean, I've been through all of that. By the age of 18, I had 3 kids, so life hasn't always been how it is for me right now. I'm still a person that pays bills, falls behind on bills, has car notes. I'm a normal person. I'm a normal person living a normal life. You see, I'm no different, but the difference is how I approach the situations that come in my life. I have faith and the belief. I don't hope. I know that everything's going to be okay, and that God didn't abandon me through all of those things. Why would He abandon me now? And why would I question Him? So it's a great.
In half a mile, merge onto I-290 West.
So just find it, guys. Find it within you. Yeah, you're not perfect. Yeah, you do things that you feel ashamed of, or sad, or regret. But just accept them and let them go. Accept them and let them go. That's just, life. You're going to continue to do that. Because no one's perfect, right? No one's perfect at all. So now I live my life, and I wake up every day, and I'm so excited. I love this. I love my students. I love you guys so much. I love anybody that has ever given me an opportunity to be that vessel, and I give the credit to God, because I'm just a vessel. If you think about it, half the time when I stand in front of people, I'm on my way to do readings. I don't know what the heck I'm going to say. You don't know who's going to come in, what they're going to say. Is it going to be emotional? Is it not going to be emotional? The spirit's going to be happy? Are you going to have to heal the soul that's coming in, as well as the sitter? My God, so many things can happen in a reading. This mediumship is exactly that, the middle of the healing between this world and the next. Okay, you have to learn to navigate that as a medium. You have to learn to understand the difference between a psychic and a medium. You have to dedicate your life with your heart, not do this for anything other than your heart, because if you do, you won't expand the way you should, because you have to be able to hold that consciousness and the power to rise of your soul mind, of your soul, during this interaction, whether it's psychic, whether it's medium, right? So you have to be humble. You have to be kind. You can't judge. You have to see that imperfections in someone else might be a mirror to you and your imperfections, and that's why you're irritated, or you're annoyed in a way. Stop, breathe, and acknowledge, instead of stop and judging people, right? Because the pain is coming from somewhere. We were all born innocent. There wasn't a baby that was born that was mad. Not one. We're all born innocent with love, and that life changed that as we move through life and things happen to us. But life is what you choose it to be. If you're going through hard times, that means that the universe is saying what you're doing is not working. Try to change your thought process. Life is indeed like a magnet. I'm proof of that. Because if I wasn't in the place that I am in my mind, I would have been a statistic. I would have been a Latina drug addict of God knows what else. I would have. My father came here when he was 17 years old from Puerto Rico. So I was very sheltered into my culture, which I love. Oh my God. I love the richness of it. I love the richness of every culture. I'm intrigued by all cultures. My husband now, he's Irish, German, and Mexican, Puerto Rican. It's beautiful. My children are my little months, and I love them to death. My daughter looks like a little porcelain doll. She looks Irish, straight hair. Here I am with curly hair. I think it's beautiful and it's rich. And when we don't judge each other and we embrace each other, how beautiful is that union? But my father really, kept shelter. Plus my mom's parents too, they spoke some English but not a lot of English. So as long as I can remember, I spoke both languages. I ate our food, our authentic food. That's what we cook. That's what we do. So it's, if I would have stayed there and not out the box or wanted more of my health,
use the right lane to Illinois 62, Algonquin Road.
Knowing what I knew and staying comfortable there, because it was just what I knew. It was comfortable there, right? So you want to come out, think out the box. You want to think with your soul, open your heart. You want to be able to be that person that you came here to be, nothing other than that, because everybody else is taken. I heard that was so brilliant. So anyways, I've gone on to this whole spiel. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna finish my food, drink my coffee. I'll look over the questions that you guys might have. I'm driving and I don't want to take a chance of reading that and getting in an accident, God forbid. So I leave my love with you guys. I love you. Love yourself. Whatever way you need to love yourself, sit with yourself today. Put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, what have I been neglecting myself with? And I bet you'll find one thing. I bet you if you went to the mirror, you asked yourself, you looked at the mirror and said, I love you, you wouldn't be able to do it. Some of you guys, you down and think it's stupid. Now I take it aside, and I know that I love me and I love everybody else. I want to be that light, that nice light in other people. If I can change my thought process and I can attract,
use the right lane to take the Illinois 62 exit.
All about what it is you're doing in your mind. You are the observer of
half a mile. Use the second from the right lane. Left 4. Follow signs for Illinois 62, Algonquin Road.
Again, you're the only thinker in your mind. So you want to remember that, alright? So try it, guys. Observe your thoughts.
In 2 miles, take the Kirkhoff Road exit.
And see how often you're being negative or limiting yourself. Because I guarantee you that you will at least find 3 things that you are allowing to exist. You're giving birth to, because when you think of something, you give birth to it. That is not positive for you. That is negative. That is grounding. That's something that you should dismiss. So I'm going to leave it with you guys. I love you much. Following me on Facebook. Thank you for my students for loving me. Thank you for supporting me. You guys are, I don't have one student that is amazing and beautiful and have allowed me to reach their heart to my heart. And I'll need to read for that. Remember, guys, everything I offer in person, I offer online. Look out for my self-study courses. Look out for the last Monday of the month where you can book a reading, a phone reading for 50% off. So I do a lot of things that I'm going to do that I'm happy about. The message is good. I want to be able to every soul that needs me to that in whatever way. So whatever way that is what I'm going to be. So there's no hard to me. I'm just Lily. I'm just Lily, and that's all I want to be is